Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back for another episode of Bastion. So, what are we doing today? Last episode, chose our second ending, in which we went forward to a new land with all of us, Rux and Zia and Zulf and the kid here, which I don't believe he ever has a name, and all of our little animal friends. So, we have seen the restoration ending, in which we left Zulf to his own demise, in the thought that he'd be restored anyway, so it doesn't matter. We've seen the evacuation ending, in which we took Zulf with us, because then it most certainly would matter if we left him. And I think of those as the two polar opposite endings. But there is the opportunity to do the two middle endings, and that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna just quickly run through this ending, and we're gonna do 2 episodes and see what the credits look like, see how the ending goes on those other options. This is not, of course, a third playthrough. We can't go back and change things like whether or not we hit the ash people, whether or not we fought certain monsters or ran away. In this playthrough we did run away, and we did hit the ash things, which as far as motivation really doesn't make any sense. But it didn't make a lot of sense to hit the ash things on the first playthrough either, because uh, if we knew restoration was coming back, maybe it was important not to disturb the ashes. Was my thinking. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to leave Zulf and evacuate. And then the next episode we're going to leave Zulf, we're going to take Zulf and restore. And the reason I want to do that is just in case I'm gonna start a new game plus or score attack mode. I want to see if maybe on the third playthrough things are a little bit different. If it's true, I don't know, and it seems a little silly that this game would want us to play 3 times through. We've already maxed out everything on the second playthrough, and 2 playthroughs seems like enough to me. But let's jump into the game and quit sitting here. Stuttering a little bit today. Also, turn off any ad blockers. Whitelist me. Help me make a career. Forgot to say that. Yep.
No telling where the kid is now. But he'll be alright. Got his lifelong friend to keep him company. Just needs to get that shard from Zulf and come on home.
Actually,
The Calamity hit the Tassel terminals hardest of all.
that was a little bit of a stutter. I have too many programs open in the background.
You know why Zulf went back there. All his old friends and family were there. Zulf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know what's funny? Well, look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. Calamity will be whole again. Problem is, we'll all be gone. Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. This whole place is a living record of the times before the Calamity.
That we could just run through.
You'd be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. setbacks.
Wow.
Imagine if you could have another go at them.
You could just run through this whole level.
No mistakes.
I wonder how many of the levels you could really just run through.
Anyone you've ever hurt. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand?
Alright, so here's the only one person I have to fight.
Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
Alright, I'll give it, you have to fight these guys.
Who am I kidding?
Let's go ahead and get these health tonics while we're here.
Look. There's something else. A confession. How come I know so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the Calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing? The answer is... I don't know.
I doubt anything's gonna change.
You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess.
That we're not attacking it.
It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way?
It would be rather interesting to me.
Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
You could do like a no-kill run on this. Just avoid all the fights in almost all the games.
That's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around. The weight of the Calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off. Away from here. Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together.
So this battering ram is like a Uro weapon.
You know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
You can't really avoid these guys. You either
Zolf and the Ura.
Or you die.
All they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Calamity. He can't have imagined the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It ain't a simple matter of pride either. One thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
So, particularly after you've already seen the ending of taking Zolf, moving on is just a particularly silly decision.
Kid saved Zolf once, but I don't think he'd make the same mistake. I wouldn't. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. Although, after talking it over like this, guess I'm beginning to have my doubts.
So this is about the meanest ending you could pick. You're not restoring it, and you're leaving him to his fate. It's kind of silly that our strongest weapon in the game is just a big log with a ram head on it. But it definitely does the most amount of damage.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now.
You could probably take out most, if not all, of the people. We get the...
It reminds me of myself when I was his
Yeah, we
age.
did.
I ever tell you about those days?
So,
Hey, kid.
in an interest to save time, we're not going to bother to talk
Get up,
to
kid.
Rex or Zia at the monument. Because, we've seen what they have to say.
Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up.
They just explain the situation a little bit better.
That's more like it.
Hopscotch.
Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk.
See, and we can't ever go in the distillery to look at the hopscotch.
The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Good to see you.
You made it.
So, same discussion topics. We don't need to go through them again. And so we're gonna choose the worst ending, in my opinion. The evacuation while leaving Zolf with their to be ostracized and potentially killed. But here we go.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now. You could have undone the Calamity itself, but instead you want to stay. in a world like this. I gotta admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. But carrying on with you here, we can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please. And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look in their faces when we dock this thing right on their doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
So, we see a picture here with Zolf not in the picture this time, and it sounded like a few things he said there were different. Sorry if I'm talking over the music, but you know what? Go back to the previous episode if you want to hear the ending, and also you can go find the ending of the first round. This picture is the same, although it might be in a different position. They might randomize which side they show up. I like the concept that Brooks is actually the kid's father the whole time. This picture's the same with Zia. And since we never really get an up-close look on any of the characters, Zia here looks a little strange. I mean, it's a cool design and all, but we never get to associate that with the animation of the actual game. It's an interesting question. Would you want to play as the kid or Zia in the next game? If you play the Zia, you're going to have to either have a completely different fight mechanic, or Zia's going to have to change in character a lot to be a more violent presence. So the picture we're missing, of course, is the picture of Zolf cooking with the swarm, because we didn't bring him. It doesn't look like that was really going to change much. As far as anything, it doesn't seem like that changed a heck of a lot of stuff. And so, can I hit a button? Just exit to the main menu. Might as well not do it. But we could go ahead and wrap up the episode as it is going. Why not? Try something different. Always trying different things, always trying to get it. So we'll say the wrap up, and I'll just say goodbye at the very end. As always, I ask you to like my videos. That helps me a lot. I like you to share my videos. That helps me more than just liking it. I ask you to subscribe to my channel. That helps me more than just watching one video, because if you subscribe, I'm hoping you will watch more than one video and you'll be up to date on the newest video. I ask you to comment. That helps a little bit. It also gives me feedback to what I'm doing, and I always need more feedback. And I ask you to watch every second of my videos, because that helps a lot. The way YouTube works is it is the number of minutes people watch, not the number of views, not the number of likes. So if somebody watches a video for a very long time, that helps me more than if 100 people only watch a video for like a second. So I also have fan funding enabled. Now this would help me probably more than most of the things I've said before. Actually putting your money where your mouth is and clicking on my name, Rydo, going to my main YouTube page, clicking that support button. If you're on a YouTube app on a phone, it's go to the About page from my main YouTube page. There's the support button there too. Any amount you give is really appreciated. It's not about the amount as much as it is about people willing to support me financially. Now, if somebody wants to be really generous and donate a lot, that certainly would help me a lot. I have lots of games I would like to buy, lots of other series I'd like to do, but I can't at the moment because I can't afford the games. I have lots of equipment I need to buy. I'm running on a underpowered laptop that it is a gaming laptop, but it's a couple years old, and when you are trying to record video and play a high frame rate, high demanding game, it churns and has trouble. I need new microphone. I need a chair. I don't even have a good chair at the moment. All kinds of things that would really help. If you follow me on Twitter, that'll help me with Twitter. It doesn't really help me with my channel that much, but if you want to follow me and share and retweet my videos, all of that will help me out a little bit. If you follow me on Google+, that would actually help me, because I don't have enough people following me on Google+ at the moment to even get a shortened URL. So the link I have to give people for Google+ is this long, ridiculous URL, just because there's not enough people following me. If you use Google+, follow me, it's not retweet, but share there. That might get me more views. I really need my fans to be my cheerleaders. Sorry if that's a little gender biased, but well, there's such things as male cheerleaders. I don't know what I'm thinking. Anyways, but I need my fans to be cheerleaders. I need them to share my videos. I need you to tell all your friends, come watch this guy, help support this guy. I'm just like you in a lot of ways. I'm just a person that loves video games and wants to share their opinion out there. If you friend me on Steam, that's great. I probably need more people on Steam. If you have extra games on Steam or you want to gift me games on Steam, that is a great way of supporting me, because if you get a sale and it gives you a duplicate of something or a game you're never going to play, and you want to give that to me, that would be really good. If you friend me on battle.net, that helps me with Hearthstone, because then if I have nothing to do one day, I can send you a friend request. You can show up on my episodes, and it gives me something to do and kind of give back and participate with my community. And that's it for this episode. So thanks for watching. Have a good evening.